Hi everyone, it's me again. Today I'll talk about Netflix. I imagine that most of you know it, or many of you know it. It's a service where you can watch movies or series or documentaries and so on. Well, I don't know if you were following my channel before or not. For those that are new, I was slowly, little by little, losing my sight. So I had to stop doing several things because of my sight condition, and amongst others I also stopped watching movies completely until I spoke with my instructor one day, and he said I asked him what he was doing, and he said he was watching the movie. He's also blind. I said, what do you mean you're watching a movie? How can you watch a movie? He says, oh, I focus. I focus on the sounds. For example, if the door opens or closes, or if someone goes in or out, or I can hear the cups or something. I tried it. It's doable, but it's extremely tiring. For me, it is extremely mentally tiring. I wasn't many times in the mood to do that, because you really have to focus a lot, because you're missing the visual information. So you just have to glue from the signals that you do perceive from the hearing signals. And obviously what I also heard is that people would ask their couples or friends to describe the missing parts, but I didn't want to destroy the movie for my husband, for example, so I didn't do that. I just stopped watching the movies. All I was watching were documentaries, because they tell you everything. Okay, you don't have the image, but they're explaining things, so you can pretty much follow the description. Until in one of the Facebook groups that I'm a member of for blind and visually impaired people, someone mentioned that Netflix has a special function that gives you the opportunity to get the audio description of the movie. And we've been quite busy with many different things with Diego, so we haven't done it until last night, when we actually watched together a movie. It was in Spanish, and I really enjoyed it. I loved it, and it was relaxing, because the other ones were they were really mentally tiring. It was stressful for me, and I almost never wanted to watch it. So right now we will watch, let's say we'll see how one of these movies is, so we can imagine what kind of information we get to be able to watch the movies. I will ask Diego to explain how you come to that point of Netflix, and we will hear a couple of minutes of one movie to have an idea how it looks like to watch this kind of movie.
Alright, we're back. So now I was going to explain where this function is. You are in your screen, maybe in the laptop, and then on the bottom right, here you see a question mark, and it's asked if you go to the question mark, it's asking you, did something go wrong? Tell us. Next to that one, you see another icon, let's call it an icon, and you have audio and subtitles. That's where you're supposed to go. The last one is asking if you want to make the screen bigger. So you go back to the one where it's audio and subtitles, and that is where you have audio and some movies, not all movies, but this one has as a first option, it says English, audio description. So we're going to play that one for
Please, so we can see now what we can actually see.
Okay.
My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2. Our view travels over suburban neighborhoods. Nia Vardalos, John Corbett, Lainey Kazan, Gia Carides, Joey Fatone, Elena Kampouris, Alex Wolff, Louis Mandalore, Bess Meisler, Bruce Gray, Fiona Reed, Ian Gomez, Jane Eastwood, Rob Riggle, Mark Margolis, Rita Wilson, John Stamos, with Andrea Martin and Michael Constantine. In a driveway, a gloved hand scrapes ice from a car's windshield and sprays the door's keyhole with Windex. Smoke spurts from the exhaust pipes. The car backs out of a driveway where a Greek flag decorates the garage door. Classical statues adorn the front yard of the home. The car jerks as it rolls off the curb to the street. It drives slowly down the road and pauses before the house next door. The car's Illinois license plate reads Opa, and its holder reads Happiness is being Greek. Tula gets in the front passenger seat. In the driver's seat, Gus stares ahead. Tula looks at him.
I think it was enough not to see it.
You're starting to look. Oh,
So well, this is how a visually impaired person can watch the movie. I think well, to me it gave me enough information to understand what was going on in the movie. I could imagine pretty much well on my own way. Obviously, it's not like when I was able to watch the movies that we could all see the same. It depends on what and how I imagine. But I really enjoyed watching the movie. I mean the one last night, and well, I think we just got another thing in our lives back because we never would watch the movies together anymore. So I don't know, sometimes the movies bring some topics that you could share, that you can talk about, you can exchange opinions. You spend some time together, even though for me it's a passive time because you're watching or like listening to something. But still, it's a very nice thing to do, and I haven't done this for years, and I was super excited about watching the movie last night, and I really enjoyed it. We on purpose didn't record the movie, even if you are our sighted audience, because I wanted you to know how it feels watching the movie this way. And I would be really happy if you could comment, either if you're sighted or non-sighted, if you were able to understand what was going on in the movies. And Diego, did you mind yesterday when we were watching the movie and when you were listening to all these descriptions?
No, I didn't. I found it very interesting, fascinating, but in the end, you just get used to it. I felt like it was like if it was part of the movie, and they do it in a very interesting way. They do it in a way where it's not a boring voice, and I liked it actually. No problem.
It didn't distract you.
No, not at all.
And well, this way we were able to watch the same thing at the same time, no, for after years, no? And
it happened to be a comedy, and you were laughing. We were both laughing our heads off, and we hadn't done that in a long time, in years.
yeah, I think we should have an official movie evening once a week.
I agree.
Yeah.
We can't recommend the movie for our English viewers because it's in Spanish. So, I mean.
Yeah, on Netflix it's on Spanish, but well, I'm sure because there are more movies in English than in Spanish. So here's a very good option for you to have back your movies in your life. And I'm sure there are some other options because my Facebook friends mentioned that in the States it's possible to, whenever you go to the movies, to ask for the headphones, so you have this audio description, only you. This special service, I haven't heard of such a thing in Mexico yet. I think you have many options, more options than we do. So if you would be also nice and comment what else is doable in your country. Well, I hope it was interesting for you. Even if you are sighted, I think it's an interesting thing. And if you're not sighted and if you didn't know about this, well, hopefully you will watch a movie or two. And there's another option to have fun. You can subscribe to our channel for free with clicking on that delicious Slovenian dessert on the right top corner when our video finishes, and see you here next Thursday. Bye!